Hello, Blurb friends and family. Welcome to the second installment of Blurb Design Tips, where I answer 4 of your questions. Let's get started. Question number 1. Should I design a hardcover or a softcover? Now, personally, I think this is a trick question because you know me. I'm always gonna ask, why not make both? But we'll get to that. I'm gonna counter your question with 2 of my own. Number 1, what's your goal? And number 2, what's your budget? So number 1, what is your goal? Are you trying to sell this book to people you don't know? Are you trying to sell it to people that you do know? Are you just making a copy for yourself? Working backwards from the goal will help you identify the best object. The second question was, what's your budget? Your dream may tell you, I need a hardcover book, but your wallet might tell you, I think I need a softcover book. The last thing I'll add is that you should also ask, what is your audience's budget? Because again, you might want to deliver them a hardcover book, but they say to you, we can really only afford a softcover. Historically, the hardcover books have always been the shiniest of objects. They're the most prestigious. People most of the time seem to want a hardcover book, but the softcover books, a little less formal, a little more approachable, and more affordable. Question number 2. Do I need copy or writing in my book, even if that book is a book of visuals? So that could be art, street art, design, illustration, photography. Do I still need to write in that book? Yes. My opinion is you need to have writing. And I'll give you an example. A couple weeks ago, I was reviewing portfolios in Spain. Young photographer sat down, had 4 bodies of work. About 2 minutes into the first body of work, I said, where's the writing? And he said, well, I don't really want to write. I want the work to speak for itself. And I said, not good enough. You have to add some writing. Later in the day, I saw the same photographer was showing work to another really famous photo editor. She was looking at the first body of work and turned to him and said, where's the writing? And he looked across the table at me and I said, yep, you kind of have to you got to put the work in, got to do the writing. Writing is going to help the narrative. And also, writing is going to help you with design because it's providing another visual element to counter whatever your main body of work is, whether it's photographs or other kinds of artwork. So yes, I do believe writing. The only exception to this would be, let's say you wanted to make a portfolio, which is just a book of, let's say, 10 or 20 of your best pieces of work. You're going to show this to people that potentially are going to be able to hire you for other jobs. They're going to look at this book very quickly and determine if you're at a level or not that's going to work for them. Hypothetically, you could say, no, you don't need any writing in a book like that. Me personally, I would always still do it. I would put an artist statement in that book. So just in case that person had a little extra time, they wanted to know a little bit more about me, there'd be something in that book that could help them out. So my short answer to this is yes, you should add writing to your book, regardless of what's in it. Question number 3. Should I use column text? Again, my short answer, absolutely. So one of the things when you're self-publishing your work, one of the things that you want to do is make sure that the book doesn't look self-published. One of the biggest tells that I see is when I see someone do a book, and let's say this is an 8x10 book, and the text goes all the way across the page. That not only doesn't look so good, it makes it harder to read. It's a legibility issue. So breaking that text all the way across the page into columns, whether it be 2 columns or 3 columns, actually breaks it up and makes it more legible, makes it easier to read, and also really enhances the design of the page. So using column text is a very smart way to break up big bodies of copy or bodies of text. So yes, I totally approve of column text and I use it myself all the time. Question number 4. This is the last one. Remember, you're only getting 4 this time. Question number 4 is, how do I choose a cover image? My short answer, very carefully. The cover is critical. The cover is the first chance you get to make an impression about what your overall body of work is going to be. So when you think about cover images, think about magazines, famous magazines through history. Most of the cover images for magazines through history have been very simple photographs. They're simple, they're bold, they're graphic, and most importantly, they are easy to read. When someone looks at that photograph, they immediately identify with what the point of the photograph is, or what the point of the artwork or the illustration or the design. They're simple, bold, and clean because you want it to be an immediate read. So someone sent me a portfolio the other day. They sent me a copy of the book that they were designing, and the cover image was incredibly busy. And on top of it, they'd placed the text, the title of the book itself. And I wrote them back and said, look, the text is fine. Everything is fine with this cover except for that photograph. The photograph is too busy and the text is getting lost in the background. So again, keep it simple. It may not be your single best image from the body of work, but it has to be the one that's the quickest, easiest, simplest, boldest read. That's how you choose your cover image. So thanks for submitting questions. I enjoyed answering them, and we'll see you next time.